Alright, what's going on, your YouTube? I'm Mike. Today we're doing a review. I've actually had several requests to do this review about Paranormal Activity. I just recently saw this movie last night, and it's only in select 5 cities, so this movie is supposed to be really scary, right? So, you know what, these tickets were also impossible to get. I had to wait in actually 3 or 4 lines to actually get into the movie, and these tickets were it was sold out in like 2 minutes, and they were selling them on the radio, and scalpers were selling. This movie was just ridiculous, so there's a lot of hype for this movie. Usually how I rate movies is 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 being, you know what, take the girl, the boy, go see this shit on a Friday night, be a great time. 3 would be, you know what, go to a matinee, just go to a matinee, keep it under $10, under a 6 p.m. show, it would be a good time. 2 would be just rent the movie, or you can buy it, and give them some money for the prop of the movie. 1 would be, you know what, fuck it, just illegally download that shit, not worth seeing this movie. Alright, so in this movie, there's a girl and a guy, and basically they live in a house together, and the demon's in the house with them, and she basically, the whole hour and a half of the movie, they just stand there and do nothing. They don't do shit. They show some of the ghost stuff, but it's not scary shit. And you know what, this movie isn't like Care Bears and hugging and kissing. This shit's neither here nor there. You basically sit there and watch nothing for an hour and a half. The last half hour, it gets pretty fucked up. Basically, they're gonna sit there and the demon's gonna come in their room and start throwing shit around, and everyone's freaking out, people are screaming. And you know what, also, during the movie, they fight a lot too. So you know what, if you are a person that likes to hang around fighting couples that fight all the time, you know what, this movie's definitely for you, because you're gonna watch them just fight the whole time. Second of all, in the movie here, they get a psychic and a demoness to walk in the house, and they're like, oh no, this house is haunted. And that's maybe an exciting thing you can consider for the hour and a half, but that's in an hour and a half of complete bullshit of nothing that they happen. Basically, it's like if you like to watch paint dry for the hour and a half, you're going to be watching nothing. The last half hour is actually the scariest part, and it's actually the scariest part they actually show on the previews that you have seen on TV. So during the movie, you're waiting for this, oh my god, this scary part's coming up, but it's actually in the preview, and that's what probably lets the whole movie down. Basically, in this movie, it's all this hype for the ending, which is like the whipped cream or the cherry on the topping. It's the preview, basically, of what you just seen. Basically, how am I going to rate this movie? My rating for this movie is a 1. Illegally fucking download this shit. This movie was, you know what, yeah, it was $11,000 to make, but you know what, go to the Sundance Festival. And the Sundance Festival, my friends, there are some pretty good fucking movies for under $10,000 that have won freaking nominees on the Oscars for. Come on. So, I would say illegally download this shit. Do not give them money at all. This movie was superb acting. It wasn't really anything. It was pretty much, like I said, a fighting couple. So, like I said, if you love fighting couples, go see this movie. This movie was horrible. Do not see. I don't think it's scary at all. Yeah, like I said, the last half hour it's scary, and of course you only can see it at midnight. So me going home, yeah, I'll admit I was scared to go home and going up the stairs. Like, I'm kind of scared, freaking out. But you know what? I went to bed fine. Not a big deal. This movie's fake. It's not real. And like I said, this movie sucks. Do not see it. Highly recommend going to something else, but this movie is definitely not worth seeing. Basically, any other reviews that you hear that, oh, it was a great movie, it was not a great movie. If you want to take the risk and go worse for $10, go ahead. Go see the movie. If you really want to stare at nothing for an hour and a half and then go, oh wow, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Basically, I will put it this way, Not Another Teen Movie was much better than this movie, and I think that I walked out on that movie, and I'd rather see that movie versus the Paranormal Activity. But anyways, this is my editorial review on Paranormal Activity. Do not see it. 1, illegally download that shit, and you guys have a great day. Happy New Year.